We have gathered here today, as Dr. Bashar has said, to really celebrate a very joyous and, in my opinion, momentous occasion. It is an occasion that, inshaAllah ta'ala, we will be talking about not just for years, not just for decades. It is our vision and goal for generations to come, inshaAllah. This vision, this project will be talked about. And we're very humbled, each and every one of us, to have participated in whatever little way that we can, so that inshaAllah ta'ala the seed of Islam can be planted for the future generations.
If you look around you, you will see these young faces, and I want you to look around and to see these young faces around us, and that's a good reminder for why we are doing this. You may also look across this pond and you hear their laughs and you hear their joy, and we want that to be their home. We want them to live here. We want them to identify with Islam and the Islamic community. And we do not want our future generation to go astray and to find their joy and to find their home somewhere else. They belong here.
In 72, I came to Memphis. I remember that in 73, 74, I have few friends who also come join me from Miami. Our whole life was a school or football. That's it. There was no Islam, you know.
In 1969, when I arrived in Memphis, there were not a lot of Muslims. If I were to make a guess, I would say that there might have been hardly 10 to 15 Muslims in the city of Memphis at that time.
I came from that background, very religious family, but I was drifting away. I mean, because there was no establishment, there was nothing.
This is, I think, probably an ideal place to be Muslim. The atmosphere for Muslims in Memphis is, I think, more hospitable than a lot of places. But the Memphis atmosphere, I think, is unique, not only in the state of Tennessee, but nationwide.
The need of the immigrant was to pray, have a place to pray, and we got that, and we were happy with that. But the need of our next generation and generation after that is not just a mosque. Just having a mosque will not be sufficient for the next generations and generation after that.
The vision of MRC was basically, said to me, and I was very impressed. And the first thing I told them is, look, if you have this grandiose vision of this 20 acres of land, 30 acres of land, and all of this you're going to be building, you need to invest in people before you invest in buildings. Because what brings the community to a place is not the building, it's actually the people inside of it,
There were few brothers who were very, very supportive of that. And the one brother who came to one of our meetings, Dr. Bashar was given the presentation. He was so impressed. He wrote a check of $100,000 right there. So we cannot thank enough of these people.
It was an amazing fundraiser because we raised $3 million in one night, and I'd never been to a fundraiser where the community raises $3 million in pledges. And so I was very motivated to like, that was one of the factors that really made me decide this is the community for me, because if they really want their center and they want a Memphis Islamic Center and they want a vision like this, then definitely that passion is there for me.
After the initial building, we had to expand the building just after the first year of moving in there, because of how well the community received MIC. And we were way overwhelmed by the capacity, so we had to more than double the capacity of what we had.
So where are we standing?
We are in the masjid right now, right there.
This whole thing is the masjid.
Yeah, the new pond is going to be south of the existing pond. It's going to be about 50% bigger. It's going to be about 15 feet deep. And there will be a connection between the two ponds. There'll be a big pipe coming out of the existing pond into the new one.
We did not just want to build a shell, a building. We wanted to establish the human resource behind it. we wanted to establish the spirit behind it.
Feeding people, clothing people, teaching people, just caring for people. So that's the one thing that what entails when I'm at MIC. I'm working with some of the younger people who have a lot of energy.
We want women to come to MIC. We want women to come so they bring their children, so they bring their husbands, because the women is the center.
So I've been also involved with youth. I was involved with along with my sister-in-law Anika Munshi. I was working with created MIC Youth, I think back about 2011 or 2012. And we've had a good bit of success, and we've had a lot of youth involved, and I've seen youth involvement grown in Memphis community or MIC quite a bit after that. A lot of people have been coming to the masjid, and they've been frequenting the masjid, and they want to come to masjid, and they've been very excited to be part of MIC. So that's a very positive development in the last few years.
We both have been involved in MIFA, Meals on Wheels, with MIC. We both love doing it. It's a great way to get involved in our community.
Every Friday night and Saturday night after Tarawih prayer, we play cricket. And this has been going on since MIC started praying Tarawih at MIC. And usually these matches last till 1 or 2 in the morning, sometimes even 3 in the morning. Then we and a bunch of the other kids who are playing soccer and basketball outside, we all go to IHOP and we eat suhoor there, or during the last 10 nights of Ramadan, we stay at MIC and we eat suhoor there.
I have dreams when they're talking about MIC. I say, Allah give me a life, this much life. I can bring my grandkids to walk with them to MIC. Alhamdulillah, my life. I see prayer over there, and Tarawih, and Namaz. I'm involved. My husband is a board member, and Alhamdulillah. And I do whatever can do. Even have to clean anything, do anything for sake of Allah, I will do it. I'm happy to do it. Nobody forced me to do it. It's my heart. I want to do it.
The building is just to host that. It's just a tool. But I think the community is what's going to make that building a great success, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, my experience here for the last 2 years in Memphis was very blessed and very beautiful. And I came from Michigan last year for Taraweeh, and I ended up coming back this year despite having the opportunity to go to many other places because of the beauty that I saw in this community, because of the hospitality. The Memphis barbecue is amazing.
I like coming to the MIC because, you know, like we do good things and pray and stuff like that, and like we can play. So I come to the MIC mainly to play and pray. I'm doing something good and I'm having fun.
MIC gives me a place to enjoy myself and learn my deen at the same time. And all this projects that they're working on, I see many different faces with this diverse culture that we're living in. And this community is really exciting and wonderful because coming to the MIC, it makes me feel special.
At the end of prayer, like when you look around, there's still bunches of people hanging out and they're talking, but it's not like a normal masjid where you go and you pray and then you go out and you go home. It's a place, sometimes even after Fajr, there are people that are staying and they're talking.
My experience at MIC been great. I moved here 2 years ago from New York back to Memphis. When I moved down here, I didn't know about MIC, but Alhamdulillah, when I found out about MIC, it really had a big impact on my life. Because at first, when I was in New York, I used to go to masajid, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't organized like MIC. It really had a good impact on me because first,
my experience with MIC has been quite positive. I think it provides a unique concept which allows families to come together.
I love MIC too.
Good.
Look at the camera.
I love MIC because I can make new friends and pray and play.
I think that there's a lot more to be done, but I think that what we've done in these last 4 or 5 years, it really shows that MIC's vision is a very different vision. It's a vision that will, inshallah ta'ala, appeal to most of the second generation American Muslims. It is a vision that is in sync with their cultural and religious identity. And I think that the future is very, very bright with the talent that all of you are doing over here as well, and the up and coming generation. I'm very happy and I'm excited to see what the future will bring.
MIC offers that, offers the institution of the American Islam, of who we are as a community in North America, in the United States of America, as Muslims, being proud of being American and being proud of being Muslims. And also we would have different heritage, and we would communicate and know each other and interact on many different levels. That's MIC.
This whole synthesis of Islam isn't just about worshiping and prayer. It's also about building bridges. It's also about showing the community what you are. It's also about just having a good time, having a park, having a gymnasium, you know. It's also about a socializing time, you know. So this entire complex that we're building, it really is, in my opinion, emblematic, if you like, of the future of American Islam. And that's why I'm really happy to be part of it.